Dr. Start.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Tijjani Rimi, presenting a paper on the second International Scholars Conference, University, Utara, Malaysia, ISCUUM2020. My title of presentation is Factors Influencing Adoption of Recommended Coffee Production Practices among small-scale holders, farmers in Rimi local government area of Katsina State. Food security is among the major global concerns and is in increase in Africa and South Africa according to World Health Organization. Rimi et al. Also confirmed that in sub-Saharan Africa, food security is acute, declining agriculture and natural resources. While Mbabi 2015 discovered that or mentioned that the use of improved farming method is the solution to the increased food production and human socio-economic development. Cowpea contribute to nutrition and income of farmers in Africa, Asia, and South Africa. In Nigeria, cowpea boosts farmers' economic sustainability in the tropic and semi-arid region, according to Tijjani et al. 2017. Studies explore factors influencing farmers' adoption were carried in different countries. Albertina et al. 2010, Ibrahim et al. And Bishar et al. 2018. All of them has explored factors influencing adoption of different coffee production practices. However, few studies on factors that affect decision to adopt improved coffee production practice among farmers in Katsina State. Therefore, this study aims intend to identify socio-economic, technological, and institutional factors that influence adoption or recommended coffee production in Rimi local government area of Katsina State. The study was conducted in Rimi local government area that comprises 10 wards. The study used multi-stage sampling. In the first stage, we use random selection to select 5 wards. In the second stage, it consists of systematic random sampling. Based on the list of the farmers obtained, we use systematic random sampling to select every 3 number, counting the list of the farmer, every 3 number to select 1 until we get 200 questionnaires. Data analysis, we use descriptive with frequency and the percentage to describe the characteristic of the respondent, whereas we use topic regression analysis to identify factors influencing adoption. Farmers' age. Majority of the farmers, almost 57.3%, were ranged from 40 to 20 to 49, which is agile. Then the household size, we found out that most of the respondents, they have at least enough large household size. 33.3% they have 11 to 15, while 32.0% they have 6 to 10. Only with few 10.7% they have only 1 to 5 household size, which means the respondents has enough household size to cater for the level demand on farm production. Then the educational level of the farmers, we find that it is very weak. Almost 54% has no formal education, whereas primary school education 29%. Only those that attend this 17% that attended secondary school education. Then production practice, we find out that harvesting is the first technology, it's called the highest technology adopted, followed by weed control, sowing date, storage techniques, planting date, seed rate, improved varieties, seed treatment, fertilizer application, pest control, and land preparation. The result of topic regulation analysis indicates that 7 factors were significant to adoption, whereas 2 of them positively significant. They have positive significant contribution, whereas 7% where 7 of the respondents, where 7 variables contribute negatively. Result of the regression analysis revealed that education and information sources were positive, which shows that the higher the level of education and the source of information, the greater the adoption of farmers. Whereas age, farm size, cost of technology, hazard, and complexity were negative and significant to adoption. In findings that the lower the age, the higher the adoption, the fewer the cost of technology, the intensity of adoption, the least the hazard on the use of practice, the better the adoption. Lastly, the less difficulty on application of recommended practice, the greater the adoption. Conclusion: this study established that farm size, farmers' age, educational level, sources of information, cost of adoption, hazard, perception, and complexity influence recommended cowpea production practices adoption, either positively or negatively. However, household size, extension contacts, source of credit, membership of cooperatives, input availability, output, income, and living standard had no significant influence on adoption. The result also indicates that low literacy level, small land holding, poor extension outreach, and lack of credit facilities are the major limiting factors to adoption of Cowpea recommendation. The finding also indicates that the level of recommended crop production practice, Cowpea production practice on adoption are below the rate found in prior similar studies, the implication of which is low yield and the resultant low standard of farmers. Thank you. Terima kasih.